they're all dead. Oh, huge hit.
Go ahead.
If I must. Oh, yes.
Nowhere to run now.
What do you need?
Go for the eyes.
This will lift your spirits.
What is it?
No one lives forever.
Strategic. I like it.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Yes. Make it quick. So much to do, so little time. Need me?
Consider it done.
We're being attacked!
Yes?
Blessings of the ancestors upon this place.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Yeah. Those golems are broken. Holy crap, they are strong.
I'm fading.
They killed one of our heroes.
Come on, we're
ready
not
to fire.
losing you.
Yes? You were saying? Interesting.
Must be.
Building completed.
Go ahead.
to the grave. Take them out.
We can take them.
We're being attacked! We're being attacked!
What do you need?
Building completed. Building completed.
What?
Building completed.
Oh. Okay. The place up here, can't really do much with it, huh? But I can just place towers.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. All right, then. Let's get to it. Only take a second. Well, then.
All right.
A storm is coming.
Aye, that should work.
What?
Only take a second.
Crazy bastard running into this line of defense.
We're being attacked! Building completed. They killed one of our heroes.
Damn it! Healing now!
killed one of our heroes.
Oh,
Yes?
What do you need?
Building completed.
Let's do this.
Building completed.
Do not leave us just yet!
What is it?
Take them out!
To the grave.
Building completed.
I'm here.
Let's have a grand old time! Yes. Let's make it painless. Do you need me?
Your grave.
Earthquake is so good. $500 damage? Oh my god.
Blessings of the ancestors upon this place.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
This.
Building completed.
All right, then, let's get to it. That should work. So much to do. So chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
So humans basically have infinite
So much to
resources
do. So little time.
because we can generate infinite food.
All right, then, let's get to it.
Interesting.
Well then.
Oh, yes? A storm is coming. Yes?
Building completed. Come get your medicine.
Oh, they switch between
Patching
damaging
you
and
up.
healing.
Tiara's blessings.
Okay. Oh. Keepers can also switch to range mode.
Do you need help? Yes.
Interesting.
How's it going? This will lift your spirits.
Would you like to push for a change?
Commander?
General?
Let me take a second. This.
That's the only one left. Perfect.
That should work.
Did you say something?
They're not attacking us anymore.
Building completed.
Well then.
Actually, if I take that down,
This will be a
I
masterpiece.
can put a market there.
Building completed.
Wow, market can pretty much fit anywhere. Right here.
Building completed.
What? Alright,
Chop,
let's
chop,
wait for
man.
our
Let's
unit
get to
to
work.
fill up. Then we'll attack their final fortress. Wow, they're not even attacking us anymore. Whoa, let's save. Holy crap, I didn't save for the past like an hour. That would have been bad if the game crashed. Let's not think about that.
This will be a masterpiece.
Our population is at maximum capacity. We need to expand.
No, we don't.
Well then.
Stop saying foolish things.
Our population is at maximum capacity. We need to expand.
Okay, so every one of these is 3. If it's 3, then I need 33 of them in total. 34, actually. Let me do advance.
Alright then, let's get to it.
Human is actually quite interesting. Now that they improved it a little bit. I actually want to play the improved elf and what's the other one? Elf and orc. That would be fun. This map would have been totally different when I was playing a different race. For sure.
It'll only take a second.
Over there?
We can take them.
Go for the eyes! Take them out!
Our population is at maximum capacity. We need to expand.
And already they're scurrying off like bloody rats. Cowards.
Hold on. I don't think they're fleeing. They're reorganizing.
Dust and stones. It's a spirit of the mountain. Kill it!
What? You think that can defeat me?
One step closer to victory.
Fucking.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Do you need me?
They are fools to challenge us.
To the grave.
Building completed.
If they think I'm attacking them before I build up my defenses, they're crazy. Alright. Oh, you can go through here before they attack you? Well,
Building completed.
well,
We can take them.
kill them.
Our population is at maximum capacity. We need to expand. Our population is at maximum capacity. We need to expand.
I have your back.
Go for the eyes!
Our population is at maximum capacity. We need to expand.
Never mind, we don't need that. That was easy.
Ah, the ancestors. I think that was all of them. We did it.
Good work. Rara, any word from Malik? Did they go through with the plan? What was that?
The answer to your question. Malik just blew up the statue.
So, the plan worked? They caught Arrakis?
We'll see about that. Let's go in. And keep your weapons ready.
That's it? That was the entire fight? Okay, that was slightly disappointing.
What do you need?
The dwarves once maintained an underground empire that spanned from Wulfgar to Lar, its massive cities connected by hundreds of miles of carefully hewn tunnels. At its heart was Windholm, the blaze of its forges and the pounding of its hammers giving birth to the greatest dwarvian crafts on Io. Today, the empire is no...
Dust and stones. What happened here?
That's a lot of corpses.
But Malik wasn't... No matter. We need to find Arrakis. Go.
Dust and
Someone
stones.
betrayed
Rebellions are bloody.
Whoa there, do not go in there. Someone else said something.
Pathetic!
So it must
There
be.
you go.
Beardless scum! You're going to pay!
To the grave.
Surrender now!
This is it. We can take them.
Good thing I already bought all of the items in the city.
Move in.
Because it's dead now.
That's a civilian.
Let's push on.
It must be done.
For Arrakis!
You were saying? Let's be quick. Move in.
Go for the eyes.
They are fools to challenge us.
Rip statue.
Take them out.
Gravel-eating scum. Time's up!
Your grave, Carl.
can take them.
No one lives forever.
Let's get this over with.
Consider it done.
It must be done.
That was probably going to be a lot harder, but you know,
All right,
army of
here we
skeletons
are.
and all that.
The Granite Castle. Ready, General? I'm not sure I want to know what's happening in there.
Worried about your brother?
I don't know what I'm worried about. Let's just get this over with, okay? Let's find Arrakis, incarcerate him, and end this mess once and for all.
Okay, let's go in.
As if the castle walls shut out the reality beyond them, an eerie quiet surrounds you inside. No corpses, no fires, no tang of ashes and blood. Only the polished granite tiles and the massive pillars holding up the ceiling and the mountain above it.
Save!
Stones, look out!
She's with the rebels! Crush them!
So it must be.
Yes?
Stick to the path.
One down. Reaction kill both.
Hi. Tiara's breath. That thing was tough.
A guardian golem. They were made to protect, not to harm. The guards must have been desperate to awaken them.
And no sign of your brother.
Aye. Let's find Arrakis. There.
What's he doing?
Alright. Oh, we're gonna fight him, so we're gonna summon a few things first. And when I say few, I mean like, you know, a small army.
What
Now
do you
let's
need?
talk.
It's over, Arrakis. Your guards are dead.
It's over, Arrakis. Your guards are dead.
What?
What?
What on Io is this? It's like he's not even aware of us.
Norse claws, of course.
Yeah.
The rune.
Rune?
The rune Rondar Lacane used during the Purity
That's
Wars,
what I
remember?
thought.
I told you about it. The Purity of Light used it to control Lady Myra Utran's mind. The way Arrakis is behaving, this catatonia. It's just like how
How did
Lady
he get
Myra
it?
was after Tahar broke the rune's influence on her. High Hierophant Arrakis is under mind control, Erev. He was.
Wait, you mean someone is controlling him? Who?
Circle Mage Iskrim, of course. It has to be Iskrim. He's the only one who knows how to handle the rune. He's the one who has it.
Guardians. You're right.
Hold on. What the stones are you talking about? Mind control, rune? If anybody is controlling Arrakis, then it's the God of Light. You heard what?
No, Rara, you don't understand. Iskrim is the dwarf Wraith saw during the ritual. He's the corrupted, not Arrakis. Look, during the Purity Wars, Rondar Lacane used a Shaper runestone to exert mind control over an influential noble in the north, Lady Myra Utran. Jarrus told me the story. Despite the dangers, Circle Mage Isgrim was fascinated by the technology, and he must have continued to research it, without the Queen's permission.
Then... a Circle Mage did this. But... why?
I don't know. But Ericus must have been a puppet. And all this, the Granite Suns, the monument. Isgrim forced him to do it. We have to...
There's the bastard. Good.
Malik, where were you?
Where do you think? Outside, putting down Arrakis's dogs.
That's a bloodbath out there. Was that really necessary? You were supposed to blow up the monument and then sneak into the castle.
Aye, but things got messy. What do you expect us to do? Fight the guards with candy and pillows? But don't worry, it's almost over. All that's left to do now is put down the bad shepherd and the rest of his lambs.
You want to kill him? That wasn't part of the plan, Malik.
Plans change.
See, this is why I killed Isgrim in my original playthrough, but apparently, well, not kill him. I don't know if there was an option to kill him. I know there was an option to force him to destroy the rune and then, like, make him leave. But I guess this is the canon.
Why don't you just throw him into a dungeon?
So that he uses his friends to buy him out the first chance he gets? No, General. Bastards like Arrakis, the rich and the mighty, they always find a way to wriggle themselves out of punishment. You have to cut them down when you have the chance.
Wait, what do you mean by put down his lambs?
What do you think? Every bootlicker, every stuck-up aristocrat, every pragmatist who stood with this bastard is going to die. We're going to finish what we started outside.
Malik,
That's just what needs to be done, for fuck's sake.
No.
That bullshit ideology Arrakis has put into their heads. It's like cancer. If you don't cut out every single bit of the tumor, it always comes back.
Ericus wasn't in charge of all this. He was under mind control.
Mind control? Huh? Well, that doesn't change the fact that he's got blood on his hands, too. First, we take care of him, and then we find whoever was making the monkey dance.
you're starting to sound just like him.
Oh, get off your high horse, Rara. You're not calling the shots here, not this time. Now, the only reason you came back after you ditched me here was because you wanted to feel good about yourself. And even then, you couldn't wait to jump ship again and run off with that traitor general and his army. You have no fucking idea what it's like down here. Now stand aside and let me finish what we started.
Of course.
No. We helped you under the assumption that you were going to help Windholm, not orchestrate a bloodbath. Ericus lives, and so will his underlings. In prison.
Don't you dare order me around. Don't you fucking dare! I could use some healing.
Let's find this Isgrim.
Are you all right, Rick?
I'm good. Now, where can we find the one who did this? Do you think he's here? In Windholm?
What about your brother? Do we leave him here?
He's only unconscious and none of his wounds are lethal. We'll find a healer to take care of him. Now again, where's this circle mage? Where's Isgrim?
Thoughts, anyone?
The rune only has a very limited range. So, yes, he must be here. He was here all the time.
Hold on. Didn't your brother mention something about an odd dwarf going in and out of the tunnels, Rara?
You mean that was him?
It's a possibility.
Right. Well, then let's find the man. I'd like to have a calm and rational discussion with him.
What is it?
Calm and rational. That's me.
Even well down into the lower layers of the city, the fighting continues. At least, that's what the din of cries, fires, and clashing...
Here we are. Let's hope we're right and he hasn't made a run for it yet.
We should try that grave first. Remember? The one we found last time we were here?
Good point.
That grave? Can you be any more vague? Please.
It's not fair. It's just not fair.
Hear that?
Iskrim.
Wraith?
We know what you did, Iskrim. You used the rune to orchestrate the rise of the Granite Suns. Arrakis was your puppet.
So the secret's out. I knew it would be eventually.
You're a
Stones,
bastard.
why? Why the stones would you do something like this? Do you know how many people you've killed?
Do you know whose grave this is?
How should I know?
It's Gilak Orblades, the founder of the first Blackstone rebels, whose name you borrowed. King Rorik executed him 20 years ago.
I know who Gilak Orblade was. A hero. What does he have to do with you?
He was my husband.
You're... What?
It's true, Rera. I should have told you earlier, but I thought it was a private matter.
So, Gilak Orblade was your... What? Your lover?
Is the idea that absurd? Gilak. All he ever wanted to do was good. He didn't fool himself into believing he could save the entire world. Just a touch of good, here and there. That's why he founded the rebels. They weren't even violent to begin with. Just a voice against the injustices that happened under King Rorik's reign. And what did he get in return? Right. The king had him murdered. And when they presented his body to the public, everyone cheered.
I don't follow. King Rorik killed your husband. I understand that. But why on Io would you use the rune to mastermind the rise of another tyrant because of that?
Because I wanted to make them see! I wanted to make these stupid, gullible fools who enable people like Rorik and Arrakis to see how endlessly rotten they really are! And it worked, didn't it? All it took were empty words and hatred, and look at what happened. If we dwarves are really that easy to break, that easy to manipulate, then blood and ashes are all we deserve. Arrakis was a test, and they failed it.
Well, Windholm is in flames, and hundreds of dwarves are dead. Are you happy?
Quite the opposite. But it wasn't me. I never had Arrakis order the death of anyone. What happened out there? Those fools did it to themselves. And that includes your brother, Rera Hailstone. He was only waiting for a chance to get his hands bloody.
You know nothing about my brother.
Oh, but I do. I know that you and he resurrected the Blackstone rebels. And at first, I actually even supported you. Does the name Turfa Smeltgrip ring a bell? Your most generous supporter. I planted that idea inside her head.
Wait. You built up the Blackstone rebels?
I supported them. But the more I watched, the more I realized that they were as bad as Arrakis' lackeys. Just in a different uniform. What your brother did out there, Rera Hailstone, only proves my point.
So you did all this to prove a point?
Call it what you will. The truth is, had these people not been so foolish, Windwall would still be at peace now, and Gilak would still be alive.
You bloody arrogant piece of shit! You played God. That's what this was about. Don't you dare pretend it was any different.
I threw a carcass into the arena, Hailstone. The lions tore it apart.
In other words, Arrakis was your puppet from the very start.
For 5 moons. Not from the start. You see, Arrakis was always a hate-monger at heart. That's why I chose him. Preached racial purity. Yet slept with an elf. What he lacked was simply the rhetorics and the charisma to take over. So I used the rune on him, and helped out with that.
The rebellion succeeded, didn't it? So how did Windholm fail your test?
They failed it the moment they elevated Arrakis into power. Restore Windholm to its former glory. Gravel Eaters, Granite Suns. Empty words. Pandering, sycophancy through and through. How could anyone believe this nonsense? And yet they did. They cheered, they hated, and they killed for it. As for the rebels, I had high hopes for them. But the more powerful they became, the clearer it became to me that they were ultimately no better than Arrakis. Look at the bloodbath up there. They did that. Give a man an axe, and you see his true face.
Malik made them do it. This wasn't what I stood for. This wasn't what any of us stood for.
And yet they obeyed when your brother commanded them to commence the slaughtering. Admit it, Hailstone. It's just in our blood. We dwarves deserve no better.
Why have you released Arrakis now?
Why? Because there's no point anymore. The test is over. And Windholm has failed.
Iskrim, you are also being manipulated. You're one of the corrupted. One of the God of Light's tools.
The God of Light? What are you talking about?
The God of Light is trying to re-enter the world. It's part of an ancient prophecy, Jakku. There are 4 corrupted, whose task it is to sow chaos and help with its plan, and you are one of them. You might not have been aware of it, but the God of Light influenced your actions.
What? But... no. This is nonsense. I did this because the dwarves deserved it. We all...
Corrupted or not, I don't give a shit. You have blood on your hands, Circle Mage Iskrim, and you're gonna answer for it. General, I hope you have a spare cell in the Greykeep dungeons. A lightless one with rats.
He'll be tried and punished, yes. Iskrim, promise me that you're not going to put up a fight. There's been enough bloodshed today.
Do what you want. I did what I had to.
Oh.
The Throne Hall, the inviolable inner sanctum of Greykeep. Here lies Nortender's seat of power.
Your Majesty, I'm sorry for the delay. There was something I needed to take care of.
You are excused. We were just discussing the events in Windholm. Iria, you say you noticed nothing strange about Iskrim all this time? I am not blaming you. I simply imagine he must have worked on this plan for quite some time before realizing it.
Well, you know how Iskrim is. When he wasn't abroad on his expeditions, he was in his laboratory researching the rune and how the Shapers used it. He would have had plenty of time to work on this plan of his.
Though that raises the question as to when corruption starts. So was it Sheogded who put this idea into his head? Or was it already there and Sheogded merely twisted it for his own purposes?
Either explanation is unsettling.
Well, unsettling or not, what matters is that we took one more of Sheogdad's corrupted out of the equation. Also, High Hierophant Arrakis won't be a problem any longer. You did good work, Rara Hailstone. And so did you, General.
Have you already spoken to Iskrim, Your Majesty?
Not yet. But I plan on doing so very soon.
Provided that he wants to. Ever since we dragged him out of those catacombs, he hasn't said a single word.
I will get him to talk.
Will putting Iskrim in chains really neutralize his influence as a corrupted?
It has to. If he's locked away, how can he advance Jakku? We only need to make certain the locks are safe enough.
Indeed. And even if it were not so, we cannot and will not execute a Circle Mage based on mere conjecture. I am certain you understand.
What will become of Arrakis?
We will leave that up to the Prince to decide. Let us just hope that the rest of Hailstone's rebels are wiser than her brother.
They are. And just so you know, the Blackstone rebels will stick with you until you've done what you must.
Thank you, Hailstone. I appreciate your loyalty. General Aref, I advise that you set out to the meeting with this man from Imperia as soon as you can. The less time we lose, the better. This conclave is concluded.
Lord Arendir's sword. Ooh.
Go ahead.
Well?
Kayawu, what's wrong?
Nothing.
He's been like that for a while now. Talk to him, Arif.
Is this about what happened in Windholm?
I thought we were doing good. Arrakis and his people were hurting others. We had to stop them.
We did.
But we're not any better. Don't you see? I told myself everything we were doing was necessary to stop more violence. It's like the fire from that statue. Once it starts, it just keeps spreading and spreading. Malik would have killed everyone.
Malik wanted rapid change, no matter the cost. We only agreed to stop Arrakis.
But that's what I mean. We enabled more violence just as much as Arrakis did.
That's not true. We didn't know what Malik would do.
I don't think that mattered to the civilians caught between the rebels and Arrakis' lackeys.
So we shouldn't have done anything?
I don't know.
Why does this only bother you now?
I mean, this isn't the first time I've thought about it. I guess Malik's actions opened my eyes. It's like seeing something new and knowing you can't unsee it. Not that I'd want to, but now I'm left not knowing what to think.
You're right. Sometimes there's a fine line between stopping atrocities and committing them. We shouldn't forget that.
So Arrakis, Iskrim, even Malik, were they always that way? Or did they mean well once?
I don't think anyone wakes up one day and decides to do wrong. It comes slowly. One thing after another.
What do you mean?
It's the small moments that stick with us. Like saving up coin. We tuck it away deep inside our pockets, day after day. By the time the purse is full, we don't even realize the weight we're carrying around. So maybe they did mean well once. Maybe they still do, in their own minds.
I joined believing I was saving the world, doing good. Every act of violence, every fight, it was all necessary. I told myself it was necessary.
Are you having doubts about what we're trying to do?
Not exactly. I know Shayok must be stopped. But that desire for self-preservation, isn't that in itself selfishness? Everything seems so much more complicated than I was taught to believe.
You're a good person, Kayawu. Don't doubt that.
I appreciate you saying that. I think I want to be alone for a while. Can we talk again later?
What do we
Yes,
have?
General?
Okay, it's not
Thanks for
later
the
enough?
chat.
Of course.
Later then.
Listen for the storm.
Maybe after we complete the next main mission.
Hey, need something?
I'll see you around, and,
You too.
Yes.
General.
I'll be going.
Sure.
Huh. Interesting.
Let's talk to the other two companions outside.
Atop the mammoth stronghold of Greykeep sits King's Vantage, a gathering place of merchants, servants, and nobles alike. From here, the high...
What is it? What's this?
General, come for a chat?
I'll be going.
So long.
Okay. Let's talk to Rhea.
What do you need?
Ugh. Why is everything still spinning?
God, I think she's bugged. She hasn't had anything new to say in forever.
See you later, Rara.
See ya.
She has to be bugged.
The best wares from Kalea to Northander. Come again. May Tiara bless your path.
So there's nothing else?
War after war has scarred Fiara, altering the tides of power across much of the continent. In Northander, a fragile hope for peace drives the efforts to rebuild a ravaged kingdom. A new beginning dawns for the Morhir, as their new settlement finally takes shape, while the orcs realize...
Oops, sorry. Alright. Windwall Cave. Oh no! We don't get to build an army here.
Easy.
Ooh.
On your journey to the cave where you are to meet the man from Imperia, your nightmares become worse than ever before. The evening before your arrival, you don't bother trying to sleep at all, but go for a walk around a nearby lake instead. The sun's half over the horizon as you come back, flooding the camp with a reddish light the color of blisters. Your soldiers, you think as the sentry greets you with a tired nod, they trust you.
Well then, according to the ambassador, the Empyrean should be waiting for us further down the cave.
I still have a bad feeling about this.
It'll be all right. Also, Ralkin and a couple of our men are there, in case things go south. In fact, he should be up ahead. Let's go meet him.
Make it good.
Okay. Oops. Well, guys, it's been 8 hours. I think that's good enough today. If I feel like it, I'll stream later tonight. Unlikely, though, because I have business to attend to. I know, crazy. But yeah, this was a fun day. 8 hours of this game, and I still don't think we're close to finishing. We've only gotten rid of 2 of the corrupted. We're about to get rid of another one in this cave, maybe. And after that, we still got to take care of the masked lady, and then I highly doubt that will be it. So we also have a mystery of how, what we are. I think we're one of the corrupted for sure. Like, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I have an inkling feeling that that's going to be the big twist. That all that we're doing right now is to assist the God of Light coming to this world. Woo! Well, that would be a twist for sure. But we'll find all that out tomorrow. We think about 25 hours into this game, 26 maybe, and it's been great. The story is just as good as the base, as the main story, and I can't wait to play more. Anyways, I will see you guys whenever I stream next. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.